everybody, this is Daniel. This is Morning Tea. Let me just adjust this just a little bit. There, just a little crooked, isn't it? There we go. Looks a little better. Don't want you to see the stuff back here. Right there. Those are all clothes that I don't put up ever because they just kind of stick around. I have too much clothes, and I'll be honest, I have a lot of clothes. I'm sorry. Cheers, cheers. How are you doing? I am a pack rat when it comes to clothes, but I'm about to downsize. I'm about to donate some clothes, so there'll be more room. And I need a new comforter. Anybody know a good place where I can go get a nice, inexpensive comforter for my bed? I need to change that. I need some curtains. Can you see my window right there? I need curtains for my window. Something pretty. Anyway, a lot of really cool things have been happening in the last couple of weeks. I've been telling you guys just a little bit about it. It's, I did the guided meditation, and it really helped to, I'm not going to say improved. It cleared the way that I receive information from people. And I told you about the guided meditation. I also told you about, I believe I told you about Jackie Frutero, who did my holistic energy session, which is amazing. And that just clears up the way that I give information. So not only did my blockage of the way I receive information get clear, but the way I give it gets cleared. So now I'm more. I feel like I'm more direct and I'm more assertive, not only in my daily conversations but also in my readings. I've noticed that the way, even with regular clients that I do readings for, the way that I capture information, the information that I get, things have come to me a lot clearer. Names. Colors, feelings, a lot of things are even more, I'm more aware of them. So I'm pretty sure that even if you're not an empath or an intuitive or a medium or whatever your gift is, even if you're just somebody who doesn't practice but wants to open up your channels and wants to be more aware of the things around you, I highly recommend a guided meditation session or a holistic energy session. They're both amazing. They're just, it's an amazing thing, and I feel more connected to people. I feel like I can talk better. I feel like I've grown a couple of inches, which is really amazing because I'm 5'7", so I feel like I'm almost 6 foot tall now. The way that I carry on, and how really some things that were not that important become less important, and the things that were important in my life have taken a better priority, which is kind of scary because some things that I thought I was really into, things that I thought that I was really like, oh, I have to do, all of a sudden have become not that important. And it's hard because it shifted the way that I could. It shifted some friendships. It shifted some relationship stuff. It shifted some of the interests that I have. Some of the people that I was interested in before have kind of become not so interesting to me, and people that I had never really paid attention to, all of a sudden I look at them in a different light. So there's definitely there's emotions and feelings in play that shift and change a little, and I'm excited. I'm a little nervous to keep going because of the things that can happen for me. But nonetheless, I'm still me, and I still want to do morning tea, and I still do the podcast, and I still write when I can, and I'm here. And today I want to do something a little different, and play with me here. Oh, go now. Okay, so go now. My idea was, let's just pull a card and have a little conversation about the card. I've gotten a lot of comments from folks that usually the card that I pick has some really cool meaning or significance for you guys. That the message that happens to come to me is something that's relevant with you, and I hope that this works today. So I will hold this right here so you guys can see it. Go now. The only the first thing that pops into my head is go now, and why are you blocking yourself? Why do we constantly, and more than anybody else, we block ourselves from moving forward in life? Why do we set questions for ourselves? I have, and I'm going to throw them I'm gonna throw him up front. But Eric, my best friend Eric, we were trying to do some candle work, and I asked him to do a certain little ritual and for money for work, and he kind of questioned like the amount of money that he needs to ask for, and I was like, well, shoot high, don't limit yourself, and he was kept trying to bring the number down. I was like, why? Be realistic, but be optimistic. Um, Put it high. Let the universe handle it. Let the universe know how much you want, and then let the universe work it out, and they will bring you the closest possible to the reality that you want. But you need to go now. You need to take a step forward. Don't be. There's already too many people in the world that can block us from moving in the right direction. So why do you do that to yourself? Does that make sense? No need for that. If the universe is not, um, if the universe isn't saying no, why would you say no to yourself? Ask for the stuff. It's like writing a letter to Santa Claus. You don't limit yourself. Santa Claus can do everything. Santa Claus can bring you anything he thinks you need. So why not write that perfect letter to the universe? And I always suggest the 100 list. Write 100 things that you want, um, and ask the universe for them. And there's calendars and colors and we can do, but for the most part, go now and do it. I mean, if nothing else, when I suggest to my clients, make a list of 100 things. All you're really spending at that moment, all you're really doing is making a list. There's really no investment in it yet. There's nothing to put up front. There's no contract, no negotiation. All you're doing is just putting 100 things on a list that you want, whether it be a relationship, it could be work, it could be a new home, it could be a new job, it could be a new car, whatever it is that you want this new thing to have. Make a list of 100 things of it. But you gotta go do it. I believe that once we see it on paper, then things just start to materialize a little better. But you gotta go now and see. There's Serapis Bay. Serapis Bay is shining that light for you. He's got his hand in the direction for you to go, and he's got his cane there with the light at the end. So he's shining the light for you. Go. There's nothing that I've said this before. Nothing. Everything that is done with passion and love will happen. I mean, maybe, okay, yeah, I know some of you negative Nellies out there. It may not happen exactly the way you ask for it, but it's going to happen in the way you need it, or the way that's good for you at the moment. And then you can grow on that. Nobody says that when the package is delivered that's the end. It's kind of like an IKEA product, IKEA, and you kind of have to put it together, and sometimes you just get the main pieces and then you keep adding to it. That's how the universe works sometimes. It gives you the main piece and you keep adding to it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. It's not a punishment, and it's not hurting you, and it's not the world against you. It's just that you are stronger and more powerful than you give yourself credit for. So the universe is going to give you some big chunk, and then you need to add the rest. Perfectly cool. Why wouldn't you want to challenge yourself, and why wouldn't you want at the end of the day to say, hey, I had a part in this. I took part in constructing and controlling a little bit of my life. How awesome is that? So go and do that. Go now and write that list. Let that be your homework for the week. Go write a list of 100 things that you want for your favorite thing. What would you really want right now? What's really going through your head? Do you want a new job? Write a list of 100 things that new job has. Do you want a boyfriend or girlfriend? Well, write 100 things that your boyfriend or girlfriend, and it could be anything from peace of mind to $100,000 a year. It could be from anything from he or she has a great personality to he drives a Camaro. Anything, and everything's possible. And usually, over at the Chakra Shack, we've determined that the universe will probably give you about 80% of what you ask for. So ask for 100. If you get 80, win-win. So that's the deal for today, guys. Go now, go do it. Thank you for sharing with me. Thank you for letting me try something a little different. I will see you next week. Cheers.